Hello guys. Welcome to Top Anime Sensei. This video is the part 4 of tournament final and the dungeon opening. So if you have not watched the previous parts, then please go check them. The links are in the description. And if you like the video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. So without any further delay, let's start. I also planned to ask Hakuro to make us some sushi. Hopefully, things would go well. While I was thinking about Masayuki, Datta seemed to have regained consciousness. Soka and Diablo renewed their judgment and decided to accept Masayuki's proposal. Although there were a series of unexpected incidents throughout, due to the forfeit of contestant Masayuki, the winner of the tournament is Datta. The final that everyone had been so hyped for, ended up with Datta's self-elimination. In addition, Masayuki quit after the match. Since Masayuki himself accepted the result, the crowd didn't really have many complaints against me. Datta's abilities were already recognized by most people. I suppose that this was also one of the reasons why there weren't waves of complaints at the scene. That being said, the bad rap Datta had for a conniving personality didn't fade. Contestant Datta, how do you feel right now? Is this real? Am I really the champion? Indeed, Datta's active involvement in the match has truly been phenomenal. Soka praised, inflating his ego. You were seriously able to say that with a straight face? All Datta did was charge into a wall and get himself knocked out. All in all, the final match ended. I personally came on stage and commemorated each contestant. I spoke with all 8 of them and commended their excellent performance. As for Masayuki's companion Jinrai, as promised, I rewarded him with the newly made armor. Kai, upon seeing this, grumbled that he wanted one too. But since I never made such a deal with him, I proceeded to ignore him. Masayuki's answer soy, that he will come. Anyhow, I'd resolved the misunderstanding when we sat down and talked. The last contestant was Datta. Nice job, Datta. From now on, I officially appoint you as one of the 4 heavenly kings. He was probably the best candidate for a pin-up. Even if he lost a fight, all we had to say was, Kakuku, this guy is the weakest of the 4 heavenly kings, the disgrace of the 4 heavenly kings. Thank you. I'll work hard in the future as well. And so, the first Tempest Martial tournament concluded smoothly. Datta's personal hell had only just begun. Are you done yet? Hand him over. We need to train. Milam crowed at me with a sharp smile after returning to the VIP booth. Just remember to hold back a little. Relax, we'll be in the labyrinth. He'll be resurrected after death. Milam's face was a parody of a smile. Oh yeah, that was a thing. I wasn't sure if that was of any comfort to Datta though. But there's one thing I could say for certain, that is, he was gonna die very horribly. Datta, how about we have a little chat over there? Milam walked straight up to Datta and lifted him with a single hand. That vice grip of hers was pretty intense, enough to bring out a squeal. I congratulate you for your victory, but it looked so lame, so I don't approve of it. That's why I'm training you personally. Datta's transformation must have really blown her away, but his awkward display later made her furious. You abused my expectations and excitement. I could almost hear her anger. Don't worry, I'll personally fight against you. You'll get stronger right away. Milam-sama? I never asked you for the favor. Datta panicked. Datta, this is a fine opportunity, so you should train hard with Milam-sama. Hakuro gave Datta the ultimatum with an extremely charming smile. Mentor, you seriously sold me. Shut up already. How brutal. Let's not say something like that. It could be misunderstood. Datta, this is all for your own good, Hakuro told him. I doubt Datta was listening though. No matter how you see it, this was probably all because Datta embarrassed Hakuro in front of Momiji, driving Hakuro to retaliate. And so, Datta was taken away by Milam. Oh, and there was the other one. My master, I've aided Datta-san in achieving victory with style. Ranga rushed to me, having abandoned Datta almost immediately. This reaction was all too normal. After all, Ranga didn't want any part in what was in store for Datta. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to escape Milam's grasp either. Hold on, are you the one called Ranga? Without you, Datta's training won't be complete. Sorry, when Milam makes a decision, she refuses to listen to anyone else's advice. In addition, Ranga entered the match behind my back. I suppose he did this to himself. That's why there was no need for me to intervene. Wahahaha. I'm not gonna hurt you, just relax. With this, Milam dragged both Ranga and Datta away. Seriously, Datta relied on luck too much sometimes. And Ranga as well, He was too used to fighting with his instincts. If they both trained hard to synergize with each other, that transformation would prove to be quite an amazing power. Milam must have realized, sparking her desire to train them both. I hoped they would abide by their training and learn some actual skills. I looked forward to Datta having a decent performance by the end of it. I would have Milam train them in the future. So long, Datta. So long, Ranga. I'll forever remember your martial prowess. Rest in peace in the other world. Next up was lunchtime, and my chance to dine with Masayuki did come to fruition. That would be an exaggeration. I just wanted to talk with him, and so I ordered the others to wait in the other room. Although Masayuki's companions were reluctant, Masayuki was able to convince them personally. Nice to meet you, is that the right greeting to use? I am Masayuki Hanju, and I get called Shining, or Chosen Hero. Moreover, Masayuki seemed to be really concerned about my reaction when we first met. Even though it was mostly his companions who were adding to the tension at the time, he did arrogantly claim to be able to defeat me. For this reason, he seemed quite embarrassed now. I was the Demon Lord, after all. Masayuki must have been filled with fear at the thought of facing off against an opponent he knew he was no match for. Considering this, the current mood was rather complicated. But worrying about this would be unnecessary. I personally decided to let the past go. About that, I'm not meeting you for the first time anyway. You don't really have to say nice to meet you. I'm Demon Lord Rimuru, my original name was Satoru Mikami. I used to be a salaryman, I confessed openly. It was mainly to help Masayuki relax a bit since he was still unable to touch his food. Eh? Could it be that you were Japanese? Masayuki looked unconvinced. I guess we should talk about it while we eat. Following my prompt, Masayuki finally picked up his chopsticks. This, can I really eat it? Of course. I specifically asked the chefs to prepare some Japanese cuisine for you. Today's dishes were sushi and tempura. The dishes that even Hinata was moved about eating, and I hoped that Masayuki would be pleased by it as well. Could this be my last supper? Not at all. You seem to be quite easygoing. I want to be friends with you. Masayuki seemed confused about the delicacies in front of him, fearing that this may be his last meal. Even after I told him that I was Japanese, he still seemed to have his doubts. Then, thanks for the meal. Please eat, thanks for the meal. Masayuki finally began to dine with me. Since Masayuki was busy eating, it wasn't the best time for me to interject. I had to wait for him to finish lunch. As soon as he finished, however, Masayuki exclaimed, I get it now. Please let me be Mikami, no, Rimuru-san's subordinate. What did Masayuki get? I had no clue. But, from what I could tell, he just wanted to eat Japanese cuisine. I didn't even say anything, but Masayuki probably had thought about it himself. My subordinate? I mean, no, it's okay. I don't miss the title of Chosen Hero at all. I used to hear people calling me Chosen Hero Masayuki and things like that all the time. It was so embarrassing. Like, seriously, I was worried about how to get myself out of this bad spot anyway. Masayuki proceeded to share his story, and I listened intently, quietly drinking tea. Masayuki, in the original world, was a top student in a famous school known for its high graduation rate. He also had some lesser-known hobbies, such as reading manga and light novels. Masayuki thought that all of this happened because he was too much of an otaku. My power seems to be some unique skill called Chosen One. Seriously, what kind of joke is that? It seemed that he desired being a hero too strongly and ended up in this world. Masayuki's unique skill, Chosen One, had a pretty obvious effect. It had the ability to induce suggestive ideas on the surrounding crowd, akin to brainwashing. The ultimate goal of the skill was to make Masayuki the hero character. It also ignored Masayuki's own wishes, so even if he begged it to stop, the effect still remained. Should I call it useful or useless? But your power is truly strong. If you hadn't forfeited, you would have been the champion. The effect it had during the tournament was the real deal. The winner was supposed to be Masayuki. That's right, but that is also what's been bugging me. I didn't do anything to begin with, yet everyone started to misunderstand. That's how I won in Ingratiate too, Masayuki explained himself. That was why he got in over his head. During the defeat of the crime syndicate, slave trade union, he was also only there to receive the credit and didn't do anything himself. Masayuki had no choice in the matter, even if he tried. I suppose living this way seemed easy enough, yet this time Masayuki recognized that one misstep could get him killed. In my opinion, it was the right choice, mainly because the effect of Chosen One would probably be. Answer. When confronted with an ultimate skill, most lower skills will be rendered ineffective. Indeed, it would be rendered useless against me. I had planned on giving him a chance from the start, but I didn't expect him to be such an amateur. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have not watched the previous parts, then please watch them. The links are in the description. And don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.